best part of finally being out of high school is a sense of freedom. It did hit me a little hard because I was so used, in 4 years I was used to someone telling me, oh, do this, it's due by this date.
When we were actually in the junior year and senior year part of the program, there was a lot more structure, and now there was general topics, but because it's she's on her own, she's at school, it wasn't as structured. So if you really put a structure in place and say, I'm going to do this every week on a particular day and hold yourself accountable, I think that would be really valuable to the mentees, because then it's another constant in their life when there's so many different things that are changing.
I feel like now that I'm in college, it's much better because we could schedule our own time when we're free.
In high school, at the iMentor meetings, things were very structured. But now when we have discussions, they are so much more specific to her situation. So instead of just talking about financial aid as a whole, like, we're able to get down to it. If your mentee's not responding and you're not sure why, just switching up the form of communication might be the only thing you need to do.
Just like keep, texting your mentees, or just like letting them know that their mentors are there for them, because college is hard,
Keep contact with them, make sure that they know that you're there with them. Having my mentor is something for the rest of your life. It's not something that just ends right after high school. It's good for you to know that you have someone that you can relate to, that have been where you have been and are successful.
Celebrate each milestone. So celebrate all the classes they passed and say, okay, we'll do better. And when they do really well, celebrate that. Be the person to be a cheerleader and be that thought partner and help them process the different things that they need.
People sign up to help someone go to college, and then you encounter, right? Like, I encountered a situation where that's just not what's happening for her right now. Will it happen later? Probably, but not now, right? I was just like, you know what? If nothing else, we're building this relationship so that later in life, when something does come up, when she does decide to make that transition into college, I'll be there.
My mentor will always text me like, oh, you can do it, keep it up. I think those kind of texts really help. I feel like she knows what I'm going through, so every time I get her text, it's like, yes, I can do this.
This is a network of support, right, for our mentors, for our mentees.
I think I just needed that validation from a third person. So that reassurance, I think, really helped me, kept me motivated and continue the journey.
It sounds funny to say, but something as simple as looking at the college's website, I just didn't do that. And he was the one that directed me and said, well, they have a student resource center here and she could call this number.
Every time she asks me questions, they are related to something I'm going through, either choosing my classes. And I feel like when she asks me questions, she is really willing to help me and she wants to help me.
The Learning Center is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Just knowing what you need, and if you know you need more resources, you didn't go to school in New York, you haven't been to college in 10, 15, 20 years, so you have no idea, then you need to click and open that link.
Actually, speaking to my mentor, Kim, was very helpful because she'll text me to see how I'm doing, and then we'll talk about what's going on. She will push me and tell me that I'm willing, I can do this. And just hearing those words from her, someone that understands the what it means to be in college. I didn't have anyone that went away to college and felt the way I felt, and to have Kim there, it really helped me see that it's possible. If she could do it, I can do it too.